Good morning, welcome to Going to Ground from the Westwoods in Wiltshire. Sun's coming up, you can see it just coming through the trees there. And I'm on this path heading for Foxbury Copse for no other reason than it has a delightful name and I want to find it. Though how you'd spot one copse in the midst of all this is anybody's guess. Heavy frost, and the ground has got again this tough crumble topping, as you can hear as I walk over it. Though it's not frosty in the trees and plants around, it's not white. And some of you will tell me why that is. I'm not sure. I guess it's about the moisture in the air, isn't it? That if the air is damp and moist, then everything will turn frosty. But it's not like that this morning, although bitterly cold, fresh. Some lovely glimpses of nature along the way this morning. A small herd of deer broke out from the trees in front of me and did that lovely leaping motion as they ran across the field. Just a delight, just liquid movement as they leapt about, and then as I entered the woods, a single bronze-edged kite circling above me, sizing me up. Oh, it's lovely here. There's a line in the Psalms, that great songbook or poetry book of the Jewish people, shared with the Christian church, of course, where King David is described as looking for a dwelling place for the Lord, for the temple. And he says something like, "Lo, we found it in the wood." And I love the idea of the forest being the place, the dwelling place for the Most High. Well, today the church celebrates an early saint called Scholastica, who sounds like she might be a Marvel superhero with special academic powers, possibly. I'm just going to change hands, excuse me. When you're holding one arm up for several minutes to go, it can get quite wearying. Scholastica, yeah, or a 90s indie pop band. But no, she's the foundress of Benedictine nuns in the 6th century, and thought to have been the twin sister, by legend, of St. Benedict. And of course the Benedictines, amongst other vows, took a promise of stability, to remain in one spot, and another for the conversion of life. And in the phrase that they used for that, it wasn't just, excuse me, kind of intellectual head conversion. It was a conversion of lifestyle, of the situation of their lives and all that involved. It is associated with home and settlement and community. It's like a marriage in a way. And of course, the decision to stick with one place, one community, is a radical countercultural thing in our own day. And it's something that increasingly I think we need to choose to do for ecological reasons. But spiritually, in terms of neighbourhood, in terms of loving others, there are remarkable benefits of stability. There's a great cost to it. It's like a marriage. It's monogamy to place, faithfulness. Here I will stay. And it's a commitment to see things through with others. I have, certainly in comparison with my forebears, who most of my priestly forebears stayed in one place, and my publican forebears did as well. I may have told you before that my grandfather on my mother's side was a publican, and my grandfather on my father's side was a parish priest, and people stayed put. My uncle stayed put in one parish for 40 years. Much less common that, of course, now. But whether or not we vow to do it, that commitment to stability, to staying in one place, is something I find admirable. I haven't done it for more than sort of 10 years at a time, but that commitment to stay deepens our experience of place and of God. Therefore, that's the going to ground philosophy, as you know. The deeper our roots in place, the deeper our spiritual roots become. I'm sure of that. This year we just have had to stay put, and we didn't make a vow of stability. We just had stability imposed upon us, thrust upon us. But we discover, and have to discover, the benefits and blessings of it in order to flourish. So hail Scholastica, foundress of the Benedictine nuns, and her understanding that spirituality is linked to stability. God bless you this day as you go to ground.